Welcome everyone back to Fallout 4, and we're going to continue with our settlement build for the Boston airport area. That we're making a brotherhood settlement basically. Okay, I can't put anything over there for some reason. I just did a couple of things here since the last episode, not much actually. Added a whole bunch of rails, and I've got the walls in here to cut off the different areas. Got our staircase there, and we've got stairs going up there, so if anybody wants to come in, they can come in from that side. It lines up nicely there with the entrance that side. Light on, which doesn't actually show much. Okay, got our workshop here and everything. Apparently a little some glitching going on too. Okay, other than that, everything looks good. And obviously this thing didn't line up exactly like I wanted it, but it's close enough. Got a little gap there. Okay, I want to add like a little medical bay thing or something, and some defenses and whatnot. Now we saw in the last episode, I showed you guys where the spawn location is, which is down there by that wall. That's the only spawn location for the settlement. So we need to add power and we need defenses. So I'm thinking, I suppose this will be a good place for defenses over here. And we want to add water in there, so I don't think I'm going to have too many people here actually. Water. Let's see, I think 2 of these. 3, how many people? I'm going to have to go to all my other settlements and start sending extra people over to here. Okay, now why doesn't this thing want to do its thing? Oh, hold on, maybe this will work. Okay, let's see if we can. What side is the power on this thing? This side. Okay, let's see if we can squeeze you in here. Let's see how far can this thing go. About there, it looks like it's going to be as far as it goes. Maybe we can squeeze in a little couple here. Come on, bolt. This thing is being very funny. That's me. Okay, so that'll count as 30 water. And we can stick this like that. Okay, power. Scrap that. Let's put a terminal there, connect that to that. Okay, militia, so you can't really do much here with building really. Caravan. This thing, you know what, I actually want to stick this on the outside. I wonder if it's gonna work. Let's see. There we go, just in time. Since I'm not really gonna be using this, can I? There we go. A bit more. Okay, now this is actually a defense area. I think we can do it here anyway. Let's see if we can line it up like this. Will it work? Is it going to be in the way? No, if the defenses are above that, we should be fine. Okay. Back in the workshop. Okay, so that's not sticking over the wall. I'm going to have to add a little bit of height here, but it looks like we're going to do it. Is there anything here that I don't... I'm going to actually leave these things there. Okay, so we got our water things here. Let's add some power. I'm not sure how much power I'm going to use. These things produces 3 power, 10 power. That's such a little. The best thing is just to go for the big one and get it over and done with. Okay, so I think we'll just add what's going on with my thing here? This thing is not interacting properly. Okay, so we've got our water up and running. Now we need defenses, some defenses we want to put in. There's our scaffolding. These always work the best. Scaffolding. This one or this? This one. Okay, now we need to get this basically going from there to there. Alright, can I go? Come on, why don't you want to click on? Just a bit difficult now, isn't it? That's strange, why is it not clipping? Oh, there we go. One there. Now I wonder, are you going to click in there or not? Yes. Okay, I don't know if that's going to be high enough. We need some stairs going up. Let's see, what do I have here? Something that's thin. I think that should do it. Okay, and it just misses that. I think that should be fine from there. But we can always add more. Okay, I need some flooring. So we can put in our go. I wonder if this is actually going to be high enough. I'm thinking I might need to actually put this higher. Or maybe put in some extra defenses up on this thing. Can I add in extra things up here? Should be able to. I think what I'm going to do is, let's put in, go down to, I'll leave the rockets for up higher. We're going to put in some laser turrets. Oops, nearly fell off. Okay, one there. And one there. Then add in some of these guys. Should go in there. There we go. This is a military base after all. Okay, that's like that. Then we're going to stick you onto there, you onto, oh come on, that one. And then this can go directly, we're going to fit down there. There we go. Okay, so we've got a couple of defenses in there. I want to put some defenses up over there. Some rockets. Let's see if we can get, I suppose we'll stick with a concrete flooring. Should work. Where's this one? It's gonna work. I need to get up here. Okay, apparently that's not gonna work. I don't know whether it's just the flooring, or is those bars in the way? You know what, I feel like I need to take these things actually out here. Or move them forward. Or something. Can I even build on this side or not? I don't know whether it's the... Let's see quickly, try that again. Or is it out of building range? No, because no, it's not going to work because the edge of your building thing is right on this thing here, so that's not going to work. Okay, let me put those back. If this thing will cooperate. Yeah, I can't get just that little piece over there. I don't think there's anything I can put in there, is there? Maybe a wall. Let's see if I can close. I'm going to close it off. Because it doesn't... There we go. Okay, so that's closed off. Makes me feel a little bit better. Okay. Let's go back here and see if this is going to work. I suppose I'm going to first take this out. Let's store that. Okay, so that works. Oh, there's one over there. Now, why do you fit there but not there? Okay, so that's as far as that one goes. Okay, I think that's sufficient for what I want. Okay, so now we can get some of these rocket launchers things. Missile launcher, whatever you want to call it. But you don't want to fit there now, do you? Oh man, it's like literally on the edge. How far forward can I go? Why is it so thing having trouble doing stuff? Now, because your edge of your building thing is so close here, it can't really pick it up properly. I think we're gonna put one down over there, so that's covering that side, that's going that way, and that's going that way. Actually, you know what, I need a light or something here too. It's like maybe, where's the, that's what I'm looking for. Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna work, but we'll have to see. Okay, so connect that to that, that to that. This gonna reach? No, it's not. I feel a bit odd having this thing actually so far away. I think we can put you like that and then attach you to there. Okay, we need, let's see if we can get some. Need to put something here for power. Okay, I think I'll stick that there. We need to put a big one down here somewhere. Okay, we need to get down here. Let's connect that to that. I could go down to there, but I actually want to put something down there. Okay, stick you there. Now I wonder if this gonna reach. What's going? No, I don't want to do that. Okay, get the wire from there to there. Let's get down here first. Okay, so I'm gonna take you. See how far close can we get you here, and then connect that to that. Okay, we should be covered. I don't think there's much else to fence as you actually need. Good place to store these things. Okay, I need a little bit of a light. A little bit of light in here. Okay, one there. One down there. Okay, so now we need a... I think I'll come back to this area again. We need a small, like a little barracks area and a medical area or something. Okay, so if I got 30, I need something for 30 beds. And maybe a little training ground or something. So how am I doing this? Thinking over there. A little entertainment area on that side. And we can put a medical thing on this side and then put a barracks something in here. I think we can do that. Lights. I need to get power routed into this place as well. Now let's have a look at doorways quickly. Doorway, there's a doorway. Okay, so that'll work. I think we're gonna put that over here, so get rid of this one. Door there. I can walk through here without any problems. Looks like we should be fine. Okay, now we need... I think I want to increase the height of this area. You know what, hold on. I'm going to be taking out some of these things on this side here. Dude, what are you doing? The stairs are that way, you can't jump up. Yeah, some people. Okay, let's see quickly. Where's my vault? Where's the vault stuff? I'm gonna try and see if I can do some vault things here. Vault. Where's vault? There we go, vault. Domestic, utility, rooms, walls, atrium, doors. So, okay. Utility. It's usually red stuff. This is all tunnels and things. I want to try and see if I can use some of this to make a medical thing or something. Utility doorway end cap. That makes a nice doorway. Matches the concrete. I wonder if I can put this in here. Oh yeah, that's actually gonna fit in here. Just. Let's see if we can line it up. I hope. Oh, there. I think that's perfect. Yeah, that fit perfectly. Makes a nice little hatchway. Okay, cool. Now, we need to clear out, store this, come back to that. Can I fit in an entire medical thing inside here somehow? Okay, now I've got to find the right part. So these are all stairs. Okay, there's a corner piece. Let me get it straight though. Corner, that's a floor thing. That's a window, which we don't really need, so we're gonna stick with these. Okay, but now how straight is this thing? Oh hell no, that's not straight. And it's not gonna fit in properly either. Okay, so we're definitely gonna be making another corner. Let's see. So this needs to go this way. But we gotta straighten this thing out. Because that's definitely not straight. Okay, so I think these walls here, I'm gonna have to take this in. So this is not gonna be here. So we can get rid of this for the meantime. I need to straighten this thing out somehow. Jeez, is it really that skew? Okay. It looks like it's more or less straight. That's not straight. Why is this thing so difficult to get straight here? Okay, it looks straight that side. It looks more or less straight that side. Can't this thing click onto anything? Let's see if I'm able to get a something that this will. Now, you see these things, they don't. Now they don't snap onto the stuff, so it's a bit difficult to try and get it to be square though. Connect to doorway. Okay, well, let's put the rest of these in here and see how straight this is gonna be. Still not. Why is it so skew? Man, it's terrible. I need to line it up. I think maybe with this spot. Put a door or something in here. Let's see if we can get this. What is this? Doorway? Do I have any lines to work with here? Yes, there's one. Okay, let's see if we can get this thing lined up somehow. Okay, that's more or less on the line. That looks basically straight. Okay, so now take one of these. Okay, but now the problem is It's a little bit back. See the gap, the gap, the gap, the gap, the gap, the gap over there. But that could work actually in my favor. I wondered. Let's see, can I stick that on there? Oh, great, now I put that on the wrong side. I need this to move. This just makes things more complicated. So where is this other line? That's over there. And the other one is down there. Maybe I can use a passageway at the back there for something. I'm trying to figure out how big I actually want this thing. If I move this to there, how big is this thing gonna be? I've got 1, 2, 3 spaces to work with. Could work, I think. Let's see, I'll use straight. Well, you look more or less straight on that line, and you're against the wall. Let's see. If we do that, then I could have a passageway back here or something. Okay. No matter how straight you try to put it, look, there is the line going down there. I think that's the best I'm probably going to get it. I need... put that like that. Okay, we need... that's a doorway. That's a window. Okay, a window there. Is there any corner window space? No, that's a door. That's a corner. What is this? Walls. Window. And that, there's only windows. Okay, so I'll put this on there. Oh man, that's way too big. Damn, I don't want it over there. I'm gonna have to move this forward. Okay, I'm gonna have to try and do it from this side. The door I want over here. Corner needs to go in there. Does this fit? Where does this fit in here? A little bit over. Okay, so it actually does fit inside of this thing. I want it like that. Okay, let's see, try and get that to work. And stick this over there. Oh no, man, now the corner's not gonna work. Oh, this is so annoying. I'm gonna have to move this up. To there. Well, technically that can stay there. Okay, we want this thing. Which is not gonna work. Get that out the way. I don't exactly want to be using Vault-Tec stuff, but I want it to look like a medical thing of sorts. there's somewhere I can maybe close this up. I'm thinking maybe to close it up actually. Let's these walls back. Come on, click on. Thank you. What is that? Okay, it looks more or less lined up there, but not there. So why are these things so difficult to get lined up? Man, that's like really against it. I think that should do it. To move this back, stick that in there, stick that in there. Yeah, now we're getting somewhere. Now we're getting somewhere. Okay, so that goes on there. Now I need a straight one. Let's get a where is it? This one? There we go. Okay, then we stick the corner on there, stick the window on there, which I'm not sure if I'm actually going to be using. That like that. It's funny this thing doesn't click on. Okay, well, let's put the door over there so it looks like this will work. Okay, now I just got to add a doorway in here. Where am I going to put this thing? Okay, so I'll go back here. Where is this thing now? Floor. Corner, door. Okay, I think I need one of these things. Okay, a door there. Well, I think I should probably put in 2 doors. Okay, now do I put this over this thing? Doesn't really do anything. Oops. Yeah, but now... You know what? Hold on. Stick that there. This doesn't really help. Okay. Now I wonder if this is going to work with the concrete floors. Should. Take a wall over there. Looks like it'll work. Okay, a window. Reinforced. I think that's the best you're actually gonna get it. Doesn't line up exactly right, but unless I move this somehow over, if we want it to be over there, okay, that means I need to add in one of these smaller ones here. That there. Let's see if that works. Take that. Come on. Ah, that's much better. There we go. Okay, but now is this... I don't know if this doorway thing is gonna work. Looks like it will. Some lights. Let's put some lights in here, Slum. Lights. If we don't want to use those, we need something a bit more like those. What other lights do we have? I think we can try and fit one fan in here somewhere. 1, 2, 3 wide by 4, so the center is actually over here. That's the center. That's center, that's center, that's the center. Okay. And let's see what other lights do we have here. These all decorative stuff. These don't give a lot of lights off. I think these will actually be useful. Like this. Yeah, so that's the medical area. This, does this give any... I can't remember how good the light is with these ones. These are the lights you're actually looking for. Okay, I'm gonna stick this there, Solomon. What am I gonna use in here? It's a very small one. We need something a bit bigger than that. Maybe I should just try use these. Can't tell whether I'm centered or not. Could work. You don't really want lights on your piping, actually. Okay, one there. So you don't really want lights there, you gotta have some other type of light. So let's see. We have to do a little bit of customizing. Either that or just put lights on the walls, which could actually be the way to go. Got these small ones. What other wall lights do we have? Those other ones will work. Where are they? These ones. Okay, let's see, how big are you? About that one. I think I prefer this one. So let's... to drop this one down a little bit. Like so. I'm not sure whether that's gonna be enough or too much. Need to get power in here first to see. Okay, so there is some lights inside there, but now to close this off. Okay, well, I can't do anything there. I wonder if can I... Looks like it's getting dark again. Half wall, will you fit in here? No, it's not, it's too big. Okay, so I'm gonna stick these in here. That closes that off. Okay, let's sleep quickly. Okay, early morning. So we've got that bolt in now. I need to do something here to close the top of this thing off. And somehow get power in here too. Why are you so... You're not in the right place. You're supposed to be there. Okay. I'm adding some walls. And there. As a pity, you don't actually get half walls with this stuff. Unless the stuff doesn't go on the thing either. Okay, otherwise I'm gonna have to go full wall here. Why aren't you clicking on? Should go on here. That's weird. Why isn't this going on? Okay, that's a solid wall. Don't tell me that thing is now in the way now. Really? Okay, hold on. I need to work something out here quickly. Let me first get some stairs up here so I can actually see what I'm doing. Stairs. I can get stairs. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, staircase. Come on, you don't have to be perfectly on there. Okay, now there was actually a light in there, but didn't have a light. Let me just see which one can I move here. Okay, they have nothing on them. This one does. Let's take out that center one quickly. I want to see if I can click in a wall. No, I need to move another one. Okay, I have to move this one. All the light stays there, it's fine. Okay, it should work now. Okay, so we do that. You're gonna click in. I'm gonna have to put in all the walls first, looks like it, before I can put in now the rest of the stuff. So anyway, I'm gonna cover this up. It's kind of strange it doesn't want to click into place. Oh, that one's going now. Maybe we just need a little bit of motivation. Okay, you can do it. Come on. It's right there. It's right there. Come on. No, not on the outside, the inside. See, it's clicking on... There we go. Gotcha. It's clicking on the outside and the inside. Okay, these are right. So that's fine. Okay, so this... You're gonna go down. Come on, dude. It's not that difficult. Okay, that was... there. This one was there. So can I fit in the rest of these or not? So make sure I'm actually using the right size ones. Come on, dude, get in there. Nope, you are being difficult. So you stand a certain way, then it goes. Probably gonna go on the outside. There, gotcha. This thing is very, very finicky. Okay, so there's the corner piece. Do we need this? Seriously, you're also gonna be difficult with me. Gotcha. Maybe this should now click in a little bit easier. Go. Come on. Gotcha. Okay. And there, and then do more of these. You know what? I need to get power into this thing. I'm gonna need somewhere to do it, but I'll put this in the meantime in there. Okay, so that's that part. Got that done. That quickly. Floors, walls, roofs. I want to put in. That's a see-through one. I need a solid one actually. Okay. Wonder how high up you can actually build on this thing. I would prefer this if this was actually a half wall option. But to keep the same look and everything, I suppose I'm gonna have to go with that. Let's quickly get these walls. What is this? This is a half wall. The full wall. What is this side? It's a half wall there, I think. And two of these. Okay, so that's going that way. Now, how do I get this? Floors. This is a full size one. That's a full size. That's a full size. That's a messed up size. Okay. See now that's where that problem comes in there now. How do you fix this? This is just got more complicated. One there, one there. Obviously I can't put anything there, so we're gonna have to put a wall or something in there. Close that off. I can put... I see now you got a gap there too. So this will have to be like that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put a wall physically in here just to close this gap in. One there and one down here. Just to close in the gaps. Okay, so we got that. That part there. No. Is that the right one? Yes, it is. One. So, this is gonna have to be a wall there. Okay, but we'll come back to that. Okay, so here's gonna be a little medical area. This is gonna be a entertainment area. We need to put something up here to close this off. So that's not gonna work on there. Roof. What roof storage got? That's an open roof. Need a closed roof. Okay, but now how do I close that off? There's no half roof pieces. That go on there or not? Nope. Well, that's a bit of a problem. It's a bit of a big problem actually. Okay, I'm gonna have to customize. Oh, you know, hold on a second. Wait, let me get up here. Let's get up on this thing. Why is it so dark? Oh, it's clouds. This is gonna have to go over here if I want to close this off. See, but I didn't want this thing so high though, you see. I wanted this lower down. I don't want it so high. See there where I can close this off here without what's the difference between this? Someone does the pet through thing. I can't click onto that or anything of the sort. And the thing is, if I remove this, then you see the inside part. But maybe I can just place it as it is. I would prefer doing that. Let's try something out quickly. Because you're not going to see it if this is up here, so that's fine. But I do want to close this up though. So let's see if I can somehow get this on here. Need to line it up with this. Okay, so take you a little bit that way. Okay, so you lined up there. Let's take you a little bit. Is this? Will this work? I think that's the best I'm gonna get it. Just gotta straighten it. Okay, I think that's the best I'm gonna have it. And see, this is gonna line up. No, it's skew. I think. Yeah, no, that's going right into that thing. That's not straight enough. Okay, that looks pretty straight on that. I think I need to work from this edge. Come on, why aren't you going now? You were in the right place a second ago. It's a place where I'm gonna get. Let's see if this works. Okay, I think that will do the job. Because you're not gonna see this thing if this is up here anyway, so it's kind of pointless, I think. Get rid of this. The only thing now is I've got to get power on this thing as well. So you can click that on there. So at least it's a little bit covered up. It's anything I want to know. Okay. I need to somehow transfer power through to there. I don't want this thing so high. It's got to be another way for me to do this. It looks like that's going to have to be my way there. Let's think now. If I put a roof on here, see, but it limits your size of what things you build on the inside too. Okay, what are you clicking onto? Come on, dude. What are you clicking onto? Oh, that edge. So it's going on top of it. Is that going to be big enough though? I hope so. See now, here starts coming a dilemma. Maybe this doesn't fit completely in here. Okay, so let's see if we are able to customize this thing. I can go on top of it. And this one is going to have a gap. If I do it this way. It's going to do that. Come on, why don't you want to go on? Oh, you're knocking the other ones, okay. Try the smaller one again. This is not my friend. See, but the color is different and everything, that's what I was trying to avoid. What is this? This is a wood. No, this is just a corner thing. I don't want that. See, this is what I was trying to actually avoid, is having this look of this. Otherwise I've got to somehow move this up some way. Why is that not fitting in? Okay, I see. This is really, really annoying. Okay, let's go up and see here. See, this is exactly what I didn't want to happen. That still looks okay. I think I need to put a staircase or something in here quickly. Did I put one in here without this thing being a problem? I suppose that's all I have to do. So I can get up and down at least. Okay, yeah. Why can't I make things that's got a smaller size? Why is that? Oh, that's going inside. I don't want that to happen. See, I can't even click onto this thing. So I'm forced to use this. I would rather have that sticking over there than having the red actually sticking out. It's a pity I can't do anything about this. Does this have to be here or not? No, it doesn't. Okay, let's get this out. Won't this just cover on this thing? Yeah, I can do that. Let's try. Stick that on there. That like that. That goes like that. And then this. That's the floor one. It's this one, I believe, yes. Okay, if we can try to get everything to look the same here, then it'll be easier. If I take that out, get rid of that. That's lined up there. This. Let's see if we can do it like this. Make one solid roof going all the way through. Okay, obviously that's not going to work. That's going to have to stay there. The thing is now this gap is a problem. But this, I can fit a half in here, I think. If I put this over there, and we go to this one, if I can get it in there. Come now. Stupid, this thing won't. Okay, but now is that a different color underneath? I can't remember. Yes, it is. So I want to keep everything the same, man. Okay, so that's going through. It looks a bit better like that. If we use this like that. Okay, now will this go on here? Yes, it will. I think I'm gonna have to do it like that. So stick that there. Put that one there. That like that. How far in does this go into this thing? Let's see, does it go through here? No, it's not. Okay. Let's try the small ones now. That fits perfectly. Okay, and it's just by the medical area, so that could be like a indicator of some sort. Okay, then we put the big ones again. Let's see. Come on. We were just fitting our second ago. Oh no, this thing is being difficult. We were just there a second ago. I'm going to go up. Seems to place differently when you're going up. That. Click back onto this one. Okay, that's not too bad. At least everything looks the same. The only problem I have now is this one. Now the only thing here is one way to fix this, and that is to move this wall, entire wall forward. Move this entire wall one block forward basically. If I take the wall put that there. See, if I move it now forward, then that corner is going to be lined up there. That's two single pillars like that, so I've got to move it to about over here to fit this in properly. Because if I do this now, the only way I'm going to fit anything in here is with this half thing here. But I'm still going to have a gap. And even if this does go on, it's going to probably maybe go into the wall. See, you can't. I need that space. So I'm gonna have to move this entire wall. Everything here needs to go forward by one. Okay, so I have to come back to that piece. Okay, let's get back up. What time is it now? Is he gonna just sleep? Oh, that's much better. Nice early morning. Weather's clear. Okay, now let's go up. Okay, so I'll do that separately. Once we're done here, then I'll do that. I want to bore you guys now doing that. I'll change moving everything. Okay, so we've got this closed off. We have this area open. Now this is actually going to be like an entertainment area. I actually want... Guys need a little bit of entertainment. So we want a... Where's the... Oh my gosh, you tell me I can't put... Oh my word, I can't put anything in here. I didn't even realize I couldn't do that. Why can't I put any... I can't put any stores in here. I didn't even know I couldn't do that. What is this? Creation Club? I didn't even know about this. Anyway. Okay, well this is a problem. This completely messes up actually what I wanted to do. Malicious. Ramen trough for some reason works. You can't put a scavenger in here either. What is this? Siren? Oh no man, this sucks. This actually messes up my plans completely now. I can put crafting tables in here. I suppose I'll have to just do that. This actually really sucks. Okay, well, crafting table, chemistry. What is this? Armor, chemistry, cooking station. Cooking station, power armor obviously, this is the Brotherhood. So let's put in some power armor things there. We need a weapon station. Don't like this weapon station, it's going all funny. Okay, here's a weapon station. We don't need any of these. I suppose I can put a cooking station in here. We'll just have to put it over here in the meantime. And oh, why not? Let's put one of those. I think I need to put an extra one of these in here. It looks a bit too little. Okay. So we've got power armor stands, stuff can go that side. I'm going to put in cooking stations here, but I need to move that first before I put it exactly where I want it. This actually sucks. I wanted to really put in like a bar here and couches and things. Just to make it a little bit of entertainment area, but apparently that's not going to work. Let's get some couches and stuff in here. I think we go with the black or grey, or no, that looks a bit too fancy and weird. Okay, so let's put in some couches. Now my whole plane is actually a little bit messed up now. So that's a bit straightened out, so that's fine. We're gonna need some containers, some toolboxes. Let's see, where are you? Okay, toolbox. There, we can stick. No, you don't need a bigger chest than that. Looks a bit too small for the Brotherhood. That's what so it can fit you like this. Okay. And we're gonna have some chests. Come on. Put these down. They don't want to fit against each other. It's kind of strange. Okay, well, there we go. Now we can put a couple of toolboxes. Some weapon crates standing around. I think some shelving here will work well. Shelves. Okay, so that's gonna go basically over there. Can I put anything on top of these shelves? Containers. Oh, it actually does fit on there. Sort of. Well, there's one. That one, and then let's see if I can. Only on top. Let's see if we can stick one like that, and there's a green one. We have some of those. There we go. Just to give it a better look at what's teaching you. Okay, that's a start. Now lighting and stuff I can't do now until I actually finish moving this wall. So we'll get to that. Let's have a look here. I'm gonna add on light on top of that thing. Let's see, the barracks or sleeping area, beds. We've got to put beds in here actually as well, since this is a hospital type of wing. Okay, what looks like a hospital bed? This looks like a hospital bed. These are that or that. I'm thinking this. And that's the thing there. So you're gonna have some beds. I don't know how far this thing can stand now. Because this thing has got an edge or something here you can't go over. Let's see that. So the best is right on that line. One there and there. Okay. This is not straight. There we go, it's a bit better. Okay, so we're going to stick in some beds. Over there. Let's check, are you in the right place? No, you are not. Okay, looks about straight. That's in the wrong place. That needs to go down. This one we can move up a little bit. See how you... There we go, everything's lined up. Okay, so we got some beds in. Now see our happiness is changing now again. Okay, well we got water, we need food as well. If we're gonna have settlers here. Now this area, I think I'm not gonna close this area up. I think this has got to stay open. Which would actually make the perfect place to put crops. Only thing is now when it comes to this part of the roof, what do I do here though? Let's quickly see. I need to... And this floor. Okay, so that's not going to go in there, and I can't put anything on there. Because then you can't walk through that. So yeah, we're going to have that like that. Let's put this in here or not? No. Yeah, well, why am I struggling down there? I can build something up here as well. You know what? Let's see if I can get this. I think that looks like I'm gonna have to do it like that, and it matches with that. Okay. Maybe I should close this up completely. Come on, down, up. Do that. Stick that there. How do I solve this gap? I'll just get rid of that actually. I think that's the way to go. And maybe I can plant crops and things down here. Because obviously we need food. Looks like that's the way I'm gonna have to go. Do I even have these crop things? That's also the problem. No, you can't do anything with food. I can do water, but I can't do food. Man, this is really spoiling my plans. Why is this thing so restricted? Well, this is the Brotherhood. They actually don't grow their own food, so it's not going to make a difference. But the problem is having settlers here the happiness is not going to be very great. I was actually planning on having some settlers walking around getting Brotherhood clothing and then dress them all in Brotherhood, so they look like it's a bunch of Brotherhood people walking around. Okay, so I think I'll leave that section there. We're gonna have a medical area here, which is obviously got to decorate a bit better. We've got those incoming areas. We've got a workshop. Everything over here. Now we need a little barracks area. And I have to move this entire wall. So I'll get to that. Okay, now like a barracks or something, yeah. What? We need to build this closed off. We'll work out now how to do this with. We need first to do 30 beds, 30 beds. Okay. We've already got 5, so I only need another 25 beds. How many more beds can I fit in here? See, I wanted to actually have that that clinic thing, that for shopping, you know, the store, but now we can't do it. I wanted to put one of those in here, so it looks like there's like a clinical table, or even 2 of them. But now that idea is not going to work. So we have to do something else. I'll add in decorations and things in there. We need beds in here. I'm trying to figure out what type of beds I'm going to do. We need something more. It's a bit too small. That looks a bit crappy. I think we're going to stick with these ones. 25 beds we need in here. Okay, so I think we are going to stick unless I just put less beds. Try and go come on. The center. I have less people. Okay, got that one. Come on. Okay, this thing is very annoying. I think I could add in on there. What do we got? 15 beds. I'd rather, I think I have less beds and less people. That might be a better option. That. And we can add tables and storage stuff in here and everything. Okay, that's 19. Thinking one over here. 20. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave it on 20. Then we can take out one of these. Take that out. So that's less water. Okay, we've got that running, that running. I just gotta move this wall here. And then we need to decorate a little bit in here. Like a little army barracks type of thing. And I think I'm gonna start sending people over from other settlements, because I can't add a beacon, which I find pretty stupid. Why you can't add a beacon in here. There it shows me the picture of the beacon, but when I go in, no beacon. You can't add a beacon in here. Which is really kind of stupid why they add this option in here, but you can't do it. And I can't grow food. Anyway, okay guys, I think I'm gonna leave it there for this episode, and we will carry on again in our next one. Cheers.